What's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's video. What I want to discuss with you today is something called SGE, or Search Generative Experience, and show you something that Google has released in search results through Search Labs, which I'll get to at the end of this video, that I believe will change the way that people interact with web search results and information online forever. Let's dive into what that looks like. And I've already performed a search here, so we don't have to type anything in. If I search Google for something like show me low maintenance houseplants, what it's going to show me is a generative AI result. The results down here are going to be similar to what we would see in traditional Google search results, but this generative AI experience now has a list of low maintenance houseplants and rich snippets that give me, actually in this case, sources or citations to the articles that this information was pulled from. I can say things like, what is the easiest houseplant to keep? It gives me these sort of relevant prompts that I can then use to start a conversation. Or I can just simply ask a follow-up and say something like, what is a spider plant? And when I ask this, it's going to then initiate conversationally some information and provide that back to me. So it gives me, again, the rich snippets. And down here, it even gives me images that I can click on that gives me that sidebar result that we're all used to with something like Google Images right here directly within my search experience or conversational search experience. It gives me those relevant prompts that I can just easily keep getting information as I go along. As you can see here, again, I think that this is going to change the way that we interact with the web for forever. One of the things that I think a lot of people were concerned about as it pertained to all of their work that they put into SEO previously, into their websites, for instance, Google has somewhat solved that problem, definitely better than what ChatGPT is doing in terms of citations or sources. These rich snippets over here are the sources that it's pulled information from. So if I do want more, they're right here. I can readily cycle through them. I can click on one of them to get access for the information, and it has highlighted everything here that it pulled from. That is really helpful. Right now you can only access this through something called Search Labs, and so I will show you what that looks like. If we go back to search, we can see here, if you go to labs.google.com, it is invite only, but you can request an invite. This is something that once you have an invite for this, you can then turn on or off these certain features you see here. And so one is SGE, and that is, again, the search generative experience that I just showed you. Another is code tips. Show me a PHP function example. Once I click generate, it would show me the code directly here. And I could copy paste this code if I wanted to. So again, a very useful tool here. And again, this is just scratching the surface with an example. The last thing is add to sheets. Relatively simple feature, but I think is pretty powerful in terms of organization and saving results that you might have found for a specific query. You can simply just click on this and add them to a Google Sheet. And when you do, it allows you to create a new spreadsheet, add a note, and toss it into the sheet. I think that's pretty simple, but pretty powerful in terms of keeping things organized. So that does it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the overview of SGE and what that means to Google search results. Leave your thoughts in the comments about the new format, the layout, the sources, the citations, the rich snippets. I look forward to hearing what your thoughts are on the generative AI experience in search.